Congratulations on getting the program for helping you to relieve anxiety. Now I want you to know you can use this program whenever you're feeling anxious coming on, anywhere you are. You could be at the shopping centre, you could be at home, you could be doing whatever it is that anywhere at all. Now, as you're pressing on each switch or activating it, what we call, I want you to read the text that's in the instructions on your phone and read them out just the way they are. And that's going to help to reprogram your brain and create new pathways of thinking in your brain, as well as when you're doing the physical switches yourself, that's actually switching the physical part of you that's making you anxious. So you're working on the two things at once, your head and what's going on in your mind, and you're reprogramming that, and you're also reprogramming your body at the same time. That's really important. Now I'm going to show you some of the switches and where they are, so just to make it easier for you to find them. Now the first switch is up on the end of your eyebrow, just here, right down the very end of your eyebrow here. I'll just come a little bit closer there, and I use my thumb, and you just push on the bottom of the eyebrow. You'll feel a tiny little indent there, a little hollow, what we call hollow or an indent, and it's right on the end of that bone. Oh yeah, you can feel it. When you, oh ouch, when you press on it, you can actually feel it. And you really know that you've got the right spot. It's not right inside here. It's right on the end of your eyebrow, on the edge of your eyebrow here. Okay? Now, I'll show you where the next point is. I'll have to turn around for this one. So the next point, I rest my hand on the top of my head like that. And you just feel around the bottom of your skull. It's about 2 centimetres away from the middle part, from your spine. And it's there, and actually, you're pushing up against the skull. And when you find the right spot, just move around a bit, and you can find that, and you'll definitely feel that one there. Now that spot there is helping you to relieve the pressure that's building up in your head when you can't make a decision about something, and you can just sit there and do that. Nobody seems to notice. Now for the next point, you put your hand on your shoulder like this, and I'll turn around so you can see what I'm doing. And you see this finger here, the middle finger there. You find a spot right there in your arm where it's tender, and you push hard on it. Push hard on that little spot just in there, and you'll feel that part there. Right. So that's that point. Show you where that is. Now I'll show you where the next point is. So the next point is on your left arm, and it's about. When you run your hand up here, it's about 2 cm away from your bottom of your elbow. And when you run your hand up there, you'll feel an indentation. You'll feel a sort of muscle there, and you'll feel a hole between the two muscles there. If you put your finger down on that point, ouch, right there, about there, you'll find the point there, and press really firmly on that, and you'll feel it. That's that point there, and you'll feel it quite tender. So press quite hard on that one. And hold that one for 10 seconds as well, like the rest of them. Now the next point is on your right hand. Now if I just turn this around here so you can see it, and I'll just have a look at my hand here. You come down about, the channel of energy comes down here. So it's there. You can feel a little bump just there, and like a bony part there, and it's just the other side of that bony part there. And that's actually where you can feel the pulse. So if you put your hand there, your thumb there, this is the way I do it. I put my thumb there, and if you just relax a little, and you'll begin to feel the pulse in that part there. Right. Okay, I'm going to have to stand up for this one. I'll show you where this point is. Now, this point here is if you put your hand on your knee and just bring it back a little, about 50 to 60 centimeters back from your knee, just where you rest your hand on there, and you move your thumb around and you dig deeply until you find a tender spot just in here. So that's that tender spot just there. You can feel that spot in here as you're resting your hand on there. And there's another point that you can do anytime that you feel like doing. You can be sitting anywhere in a cafe or somewhere and just do this underneath the table, and nobody even seems to notice that you're doing it. Now for the next point, I need to stand up again. It's on your left leg. When you rub your finger up and down your leg like this, you can feel that bone right at the very front here. And then you can feel another bone just to the left of that. Well, where it is, the point is that right at the top of where those two bones, that bone here and this bone here, where they join at the top here, the point that you're trying to find is exactly right where those two bones join, right at the very top here. Okay, that's right in here. And if you press hard on that point, you might find that's a little bit tender as well. Okay. So this point here, if you measure 4 fingers up from your ankle bone, and just in here, the fourth finger, where the fourth finger is here, if you press in there, it's right in the middle of your leg. And if I just pull that sleeve, pants up a bit, you can see it's right in the middle of your leg there. Now, if you press in that point there, you'll find that that's tender as well. Right. Now, that's the last point that you need to do. And then you go back and you do the 7 points again. So if you do that sequence 3 times minimum, I suggest 3 times. Every time that you do the circuit or the program, do those all those 8 points, one after the other. Do that 3 times, and then that finishes that program. And now you can do this as many times as you like during the day. Definitely do it if you're in a situation where you feel that anxiety coming on, you can't make up your mind about things, you can't think straight, or something's upset you. Just do it once. And if you can't remember all the points, that's okay. Don't worry about that. That's fine. If you can't remember all the points, just remember the points that you can remember. And if you don't get the right sequence, don't worry about that either. And if it's if it says to do it on the right arm and you do it on the right side of your body and you do it on the left side, that doesn't matter either. Okay. Whatever you can remember, just do them whenever you're feeling anxious. It'll help you get over that feeling and get you through that. I wish you all the very best. My name's Bill. Go onto the website. If there's anything you need to know, send me an SMS or send it to help@changeyourself.com.au.